Joel, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Very good.
Okay, great. I've got a comment kind of and a question following my comment. My comment is I just did a photo shoot this last weekend, my first photo shoot. It was a senior shoot. I did it for free with a friend of a friend, and I ended up going on Photoshop and putting some collages together and posted them on Facebook, and it led to 3 leads and actually 1 more photo shoot that somebody's going to pay for.
Awesome.
Now,
That's
the
great.
question is, I mean, this is only my second shoot, but I've had a lot of responses of people saying, man, they look good, they look professional, and they do. I mean, honestly, they do. They look really good. My question is pricing, and that's kind of like how little is too little, and what kind of packages should I put together?
Yeah, well, that's a tough question, and I get that a lot, and I think someone else asked that this week in the forum, and my response was, it's a hard question because pricing is really a kind of a touch and feel thing, And what I always tell people is, number one, you want to get the ball rolling, so you don't want to go and charge over the top, but you also don't want people thinking that you're cheap. All right. So the way that I like to tell people with that is, number one, see what other businesses in your area are charging. Now, I'm not saying to go do that so you can copy them and so you can do exactly what they're doing or undercut them. I don't want you to undercut anybody. What I want you to do, though, is see what the market is paying for in your area. So I think the easiest way is to just call as a client to 3 different studios, that you might know that is, small, medium, and large, as far as price-wise, and see what the range is. And then what you might want to do is come somewhere in the middle and then say, but because I'm building up my portfolio, I'm building my business, normally I'm going to be charging somewhere in the range of, $147 to $297, somewhere in that range for a standard session. But I'm going to do it for half price. So right now, $59.95 will be the session fee, and I'll include a couple of 8x10s. I'm just throwing something out there right now, Joel. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you want to come out with something where you just put that thing out there that says, this isn't going to be my regular price. I'm going to do this for you. So now you're doing them a favor, and they're doing you a favor, but you're almost putting it back on them that because I'm building my portfolio, I'm going to offer this to you at a discount. So you always want to tell them that you're giving them a discounted rate for what you're normally going to charge.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Sure does. Sure makes perfect sense. I actually went online to photo people, the photo people, whoever you go into their studio or whatever, and I'm actually doing these on site. So I mean, I'm going out. Yeah, on site. I feel that the photos are, I mean, they're really good quality, and the lighting is obviously better. I mean, but I looked at that picture people or whatever, and they had packages, and I kind of modeled something from that to where my low, like it was a bronze package, a gold package, a platinum package, or whatever, and the lowest one was like $50 with 5 sheets and 5 poses. Does that seem too low?
5 sheets and 5 poses. It's very low. But if you tell them that your normal price is $99, then I think it's okay. You know what I mean? There's going to be people that are going to disagree with me, and that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm okay with that. But what I'm saying is for people that are not established, you have to go that route a little bit in the beginning. Some people would argue and say, well, you don't want to be that way because you want to charge the best for your services. And you know what? They're right. But the other thing is you need to get the ball rolling, right? Like I just said in the earlier part of this, you got to get the ball rolling. If it doesn't start rolling, there's nothing. You can sit there and say, well, I charge, $550 for a session, but I only get 1 session a year. Well, what good is that, right? You got to get the ball rolling, and then you can slowly increase your prices. Like I was saying, when we first got started, we were charging like $54 or something for our basic thing, and I was talking to Joe today about it because we were talking about the pricing question, and basically, it wasn't really a great move on our part, but it got the ball rolling, and then we started to charge a little bit more and seeing that people weren't really batting an eye, and then we started a little bit more, but then we seen what our competitors were charging. So we had competitors that were like Walmart charging like $9.97 for like 100,000 poses, right? I'm being sarcastic, but you know, so you got that model, right, which I didn't even care about, and then you got another model where this place was offering, you know, like a free leader to get in there, but yet when they would sit you down in the posing, you know, to look at your posing, they were putting up, you know, these big screen presentations, and you were walking out of there spending $1,000 to $2,000 on a standard family portrait, right? So
Gotcha.
there was that range of products. Well, we came in, you know, and we kind of went somewhere in the middle, and people would come from that other place without us even badmouthing them and say, your services are, number one, better, your product and quality is better, but I just don't know why they charge so much and why you charge so little, you know. And so here we were charging, you know, close to $500 a lot of times, and then all of a sudden you turn around, you got Walmart that's charging, you know, $9.97 for a whole bunch of crap. So
Right.
that's when people say to me, you know, I couldn't charge that in my area. Well, people are buying iPads every day of the week in your area. You know, everybody's buying the Beamers in your area. They're buying, you know, the best jeans in the area, $200 jeans. They're buying what they want, you know, and what they feel they need. Your job is to make sure that you can convince them that what you have to offer is what they need. You know what I'm saying? So we have to just, and again, that's what we're going to be getting into more of this stuff as we go through, is psychology. A lot of this is psychology. A lot of it you need to bring to the surface to let people go, you know, I really need to do that, because if I don't, you know, it could be gone forever. My kids are growing up so fast, you know. So really, to kind of sum this up, because I got on a tangent there, but basically you need to find a happy medium. I think with what you're doing is okay. I think, let me just say another thing that you said and immediately hit me when you said $50. I say $49. Sounds better, right?
Gotcha.
Nothing with round numbers, no 50s, hundreds, you know, $97, $99.95, you know. It's just like, you know, psychology again. You know, we don't like to hear that 100. We like to hear under that. We know we're being tricked, kind of, but we feel
like
better
the
about it.
it's like the gas station. Yeah, it's like the gas stations. 379.9. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 380.
Exactly. You know, so
let me say something about the price too.
Joe.
You know, don't look at what your competitor's charging, because you don't know his cost. There are some studios that do in-house printing. They do their own print. So if they're not sending out to the lab, they may get cheaper prints. So, you know, maybe they can go as bottom line. But let me tell you a secret that I've heard from most of the name pros, and I'm talking David Zeiser, Bambi, a lot of these photographers. Dennis Reggie, I heard him say it like 25 years ago when I went to his seminar. I could not afford my own price, but I still let it roll off my tongue. Okay? Don't think that you have to price it something that you would buy. You'll have clients out there that could buy it. Don't deny yourself the idea of letting them purchase it. You can't be a Chevy dealer all the time when people are buying Cadillacs and Beamers. You know, if you have a Beamer on the lot, go to sell it. Put it at a price. And don't say, you know, like I said, don't think that because you can't afford that price of $500, $600 for that print, doesn't mean someone else can't. Try it. See how it works. If you believe in yourself, they will. And if they say, oh, he has a $600, he must be good. Somebody's paying that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a great
Sounds
point.
good, guys.
All right, Joel. Well, we're going to try to get on to another question. I hope that helped. Keep us posted on it. Sounds like you got the ball rolling, though, so keep it rolling. And I tell you, that Facebook thing that's out there, I think that's gonna catch on. You know what I mean? I'm going to be talking a lot more about Facebook, and I'm going to show an example here tonight. It's something that I did today that was pretty cool, and I was showing Joe, and it happened just right on the fly. But it's amazing, and you know what? It might be gone 2 years from now. We don't know. You know what I mean? But you know what? While it's here, let's use it, baby. Let's use it, right?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Not Joel. George has been raising his hand. I think it's going to fall off.
Okay, we better get to him then. I like it, though. We got a lot of hands raised now. Okay, here we go. So there you go. There's a small taste of one of our mastermind calls that we're going to be doing every single month with our Inner Circle Mastermind group. And if you'd like to join, all you need to do is click the link below this video, and it'll take you right to the page with all the sign-up details. So I wanted to say thanks, and I look forward to working with you and your business in the future. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.